What's that stone there? Be welcome to this place of words, Haradrim. Huh. The path is open. Let these scribes be your hand when you cannot hold a quill. They know our tongue.
Just Arket.
They're speaking Haradric, and they don't like you much. Looks like a ward of some sort. What's written on the stones? Blank.
Waiting to be inscribed.
Well, this is a scriptorium. Plenty of words to choose from. Let's take a look around.
Tal Rasha would bring the others to task. But Fard is too suspicious. And Kul is too arrogant. Tal Rasha tries to kindle the fire in their hearts, without seeing that they burn each other. But he is right to try. Too much is at stake. If I must force them to cooperate, so be it.
He was something of a recluse, wasn't he?
They all were, in their own ways. The only thing that brought them together was need. Terrible need. Jared was the one who devised the Haradric language. He hoped it would be a beacon for all those who followed him, and a way to safekeep our secrets.
What becomes of us? Damn oblique. Cyril, you know it?
This is the wisdom of the Tarn. For all things end in winter. The answer is frost. Kidu.
He was Deckard's great-grandfather removed, or what have you. Deckard took after him, but Jared was a bit of a shady character, to be honest. There's this story about Jared. Apparently a plague rolled through his village when he was a kid. Where everyone else died, he and his family survived. Can't prove it, but I think he might have made a bargain with something bigger than himself. Got in over his head, got the Vizieri's attention, and got recruited then and there.
A novel theory.
My son sent word. A fire took the monastery. Adric and the monks are dead. The Lord of Terror walks the west. Catalogue of Duncraig Monastery. Liber Mundi. Lost. The passing of the day. Lost. A monologue to death. Lost. Skovos has a lesson for us. Be wary of the heavens.
Avast.
Avast.
Perhaps Tyrael knows. Skovos has a lesson for us. Be wary of the heavens and hells alike. Neither understands us. Neither will allow us to grow. Perhaps Tyrael knows this. Perhaps it is why he brought us together, only to leave. Humanity is in its infancy. The Horadrim will be its coming of age.
From whence comes the water? That's an old Zani-Su riddle, isn't it? Supposed to make their children think about the world. I think the answer is fire. Tanu. But hold on. These are the elements of the Viserai, Jared's clan. Tanu, Urtu, Kidu. Fire, lightning, frost. There we are.
Take the sigil. That will be our key. I remember seeing him here, bent over his desk. He did not smile when he saw me. A terrible weight pressed upon his heart, made his head bow. But his hand never left the page. He wrote on into the night.
Hold fast.
We should return to the main chamber. Jared and I were never close. He did not trust me. But he is the reason the Horadrim remembers itself. The symposium, where Ibn Fahd taught the younger Horadrim. That smell.
Pipeweed. Fahd had a habit. Strange looking thing.
Fahd's sigil must be in here.
That statue in the center of the room. I want to give it another look. Is this?
An illusion. These are the fractured peaks.
Oh, hells. That damn statue. I knew there was something it reminded me of.
They are coming! I need time. You have it. Our lives are yours.
Tal Rasha.
This may have been too great a risk.
A necessary risk. The vault shall be safe now. Those who hunt us will be forever lost in the forest.
Fahd must have trained Horadrim in this place. Tyrael, you all right?
Yes. I had not expected to see them again. Let's press on.
At times I wonder If I am the only mage here with a shred of caution, Tyrael presents us with 3 stones. Fragments of the World Stone itself. And who do we hand them to? Zoltan Kuhl. He is the most gifted transmutationalist among us, true, but the man reeks of ambition. And he looks at those stones like a wolf in a henhouse. I will be keeping an eye on him.
Bouquet.
The stone is prepared.
And he knows it. Rodrum, the Lord of Hatred can see us only how he uses us. As his toys, his prey. Today, we become more than that. We become a threat.
They are here.
Be strong, my friends.
They retreat to his side.
They know where the true fight will be. I pray for the people of this city.
That day was the first. The first time we imprisoned a prime evil. But it was not without cost. By the battle's end, the city of Abu-Khair has ceased to be.
Tal, I hate to complain, but our last delivery of pipe leaf was abysmal. 1 breath, and such a painful fog descended that I became lost in my own chambers. For our next order, might we stipulate that the leaf be Chaldean in origin? Tal Sarak is no substitute. Your name is stricken. No longer will you call yourself Harodrim. To seek what the immortals have is to betray all we are. Bury him. It is done.
They lost one of their own, not to death, but to a disagreement so deep it could only be resolved by expulsion. It changed them. The path is open. Come.
Perception is a knife with a bladed handle. To see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and sense all that surrounds us is both an incredible power and a path to the asylum. The Amawit mages understood this dichotomy, enough to teach us to wield perception, but precious little for putting it down. How I wish that I could.
Take the sigil.
Tyrael, why those moments? Why would Fard preserve them?
I do not know.
Guess then.
Because these are moments every Haradrim will know at some point in their lives, losing everything, even in victory. Let us return. Ibn knew what people were capable of, but he fought for them all the same. Of course.
What did you lose?
For a time, I lost my way.
That's why you left us. Went west.
So many people died in those years. The quiet, the hunger, the death. It became all there was. Eventually, it was too much to bear. But I found my way back, as we do. The workshop of Zoltan Kulle. Step carefully. I do not know what we will find in here. Beware. Let nothing touch you.
He's the reason Evolt's trying to kill us. Not a doubt in my mind.
Tyrael has entrusted me with the Soul Stones. When I asked him why, he told me, "The stones will show you." I took them to my chambers, hoping for even the smallest sign. But I was met with dark nothingness. I went to bed, frustrated, when a thought crossed my mind. They are nothing to my eyes, as I am bound by the rules of this world. These stones require one to see beyond what is there, to achieve true understanding. I remember how the days begin, but not how they end. I jolt awake, burned by candle wax on my hands, feeling like I've been teleported to an unfamiliar place. I've even begun to cover the cracks in my door with blankets, to conceal the flickering candlelight from the other Haradrim, namely Tal Rasha. I know he worries I'm working myself too hard, but once I can finally show him my work, he'll understand why.
focused.
Tyrael.
Steady. Move!
We can outlast it. Just hold on.
Are you all right?
Fine. Let's get out of here.
There's the sigil. I remember this room. This is where Kuhl performed the first experiments with the Soul Stones. He spent a month in here. Every day I came to watch his progress. And then, lightning struck. The stone bled light. The vault shook. And when it was over, I could see his teeth shining in the dark. Kuhl was the one who saw humanity's future, and the one who knew the cost of failure, stagnation. One more. Tal Rasha, the beating heart of... Get back!
Shite! Kill them before they scatter! What were you gonna say? The beating heart of the Haradrim. What was he doing down here?
Tal Rasha was learning to embalm living flesh. Flesh touched by the burning hells.
Ugh, poor sod. This is old growth. Been this way for a while.
The Fallen were sleeping last time I was here. One must have woken. Then it woke all the rest.
How can one stop destruction incarnate? How can Baal ever be contained if all he touches will crumble? Perhaps Baal's myopia is his weakness. Give him a target, a nemesis to focus his energies from wanton chaos to a single infuriating point. It would not divert him long, but thousands might be spared. Zoltan has withdrawn again, claiming he's on the verge of a breakthrough with the Soul Stones. Nothing can distract me, he says. Until now. Red brush oil, black pepper, and clams. A recipe from his homeland. Once it began to boil in the common room, the...
No. Maybe we'd better stop too.
No, no. That's exactly what Mephisto wants. We keep moving.
Zoltan has withdrawn again, claiming he's on the verge of a breakthrough with the Soul Stones. Nothing can distract me, he says. Until now. Red brush oil, black pepper, and clams. A recipe from his homeland. Once it began to boil in the common room, the scent of home finally drew Zoltan out of his chambers. He scoffed down 5 bowls. Well, granted, he scurried right back to his books, but I'll still take it as a victory.
Tal Rasha's sigil is under all that filth. To cut our way through. Take it. Good. Let us leave. Now. Tal Rasha gave all of himself for the Haradrim, and I cherished him.
Well, that's all of them.
Laura, the Guardian!
Oh, but get in formation. Bring it down. The sigils. The sigils will break the ward.
Go! Close.
We don't have a 5th. Whose ward is that?
It's mine! I can break the ward, but you must strike the final blow. Destroy it!
Oh, blasted thing.
The way is open. The cube is within reach. there.
Untouched all these years. Have the pieces of the blade ready. Once we've prepared the cube, we'll need them. This was Tal Rush's hand.
Oh, yes. He couldn't stop shaking. He was so eager. Humble, too. Hopeful. But that was a long time ago.
Ah, you forgot.
Ah, yes. You remind me of him, you know?
Is my handwriting that bad?
Only sometimes. But it's more than that. Do you remember when we first met?
It's cruel to test an old man's memory.
You asked this old man how it felt to become mortal. No one else had.
I was presumptuous.
You were compassionate. You showed me how to be human. That's how I knew the Order was in good hands when I left. And it still is. Look. We've shaped the blade that will banish a prime evil.